All right, today's beer comes to us from the famed Yuengling Brewery in Pottsville, Pennsylvania. We already did the Yuengling traditional lager, which is actually an American red lager. Today we're going to do their premium beer, which is, I guess, the oldest brew that Yuengling has, probably dating back to way back in the 1800s, I guess. Premium beer coming in at 4.4% alcohol by volume. It is a lager. Not a red lager, however. It's an American pale lager, style of beer also called an all malt. It's kind of the term used for any beer in the U.S. That's a lager beer, Pilsner kind of beer that's not brewed with those cereal adjuncts, your rice and corn adjuncts that a lot of the macro brews are. More of a malt flavor on this style, more complex and a little more bitterness as well, hop bitterness, a little more prevalent than its adjunct counterparts. 4.4%, Pilsner glass is the appropriate vessel for Yuengling premium beer, and I believe this is the only kind of Yuengling you can get up until, I think, 1987 is when they actually started brewing the lager, which is the most popular of the Yuengling beers. This one still sells cases. It's about $13 a case sometimes in cans, and maybe a couple dollars more in bottles. This is a bottle, obviously. Here's the logo. They did a logo renovation back in 2006, I believe. So this is a somewhat of a newer style logo than the original premium logo was. Twist off cap. Don't worry about the bottle opener. You can pour it right into a Pilsner glass. And as we pour it in, we see that kind of golden piss kind of color, kind of reminiscent of Coors Light in a way. Yeah, very golden, very light head. Not too much of a head on this beer at all. Very fine particulates, not really too many. And the head is actually kind of dissipating right now, so not really much of a head at all on this beer. Let's get the aroma now of Yuengling Premium. Yeah, I'm getting a very lighter kind of scent. It's almost reminiscent of Yuengling Lager in a way, just kind of a lighter kind of, not quite as potent as the lager is. And then again, it's not the look of the lager either. It's a lighter color than the Yuengling Lager. But I am getting probably not the cereal adjunct smell, but maybe the other kind of hops and a little bit of bitterness in it as well. Almost a comparable aroma to maybe a German Pilsner. Not really noticing too much of an Americanized macro kind of stench to the beer, which you do in a lot of the macros. So that's a good sign. Let's get the taste now of Yuengling Premium Beer. I'll tell you what, this is a solid effort. I really have always loved this style of beer. If you have one of these, don't be disappointed if you don't have a lager. If you're at a party and you see Yuengling and it's premium, it's still pretty good beer as well. This is just a very good kind of a macro-produced kind of quality beer that just doesn't have that rice and corn adjunct that kind of just makes it bitter, almost skunky, and just not good. This is a good, crisp tasting beer. Not really getting too much bitterness. I mean, getting a little more malt than some of the hop counterparts, more hoppy counterparts. So the pale lager part of it is kind of playing a factor. So very good beer. I actually, to me, it's a toss-up between this and lager. I would probably go with the lager a little bit, give it a little bit of the edge over this, and I don't remember what I rated the lager. So, being that as it may, just know that whatever I rated the lager before, rate this a little bit of a notch above. So that said, because I don't remember what I rated Yuengling Lager, I'm going to give Yuengling Premium, I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10.